Welcome folks, this is a special moment. It's my first YouTube video. I wasn't exactly sure how to get this channel rolling, so I decided to play it safe. And by safe, I mean with some fairly simple, spirit-forward, classic whiskey cocktails. Now there's an endless sea of drinks to choose from in this genre, but I narrowed it down to 4 ubiquitous classics that are staples on any respectable cocktail list. I have literally made these drinks thousands of times because they are that popular. So today, I'm going to show you how I make them the way I do behind the bar or for myself at home. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more recipes and tricks to help you mix. Now, let's go build some drinks. Drink number 1, a classic Manhattan. If you like a nice spirit-forward cocktail that highlights whiskey, then this is probably the drink you're going to enjoy. Now, you could use pretty much any whiskey you want to make this cocktail. I'm going to go ahead with a Kentucky bourbon. I find that it holds up well against the other ingredients in the drink. Plus, when you say Manhattan and you say bourbon Manhattan, it just sounds official. So let's go make this drink. Start with 2 ounces of a bourbon of your choice. Add 1 ounce of sweet vermouth, 2 dashes of Angostura bitters. Give that a nice stir to chill and dilute. I like about 20 to 30 seconds. Strain that off into a chilled cocktail glass and garnish with as many cherries as you'd like. It's that easy. A classic Manhattan. Yep, that tastes like a Manhattan. It tastes like a Manhattan, honey. Whew, you get a little bit of that bourbon up front, kind of got that bite, gets softened by the vermouth, just in your nose. I could drink a few of these. But I don't have time because I've got to move on to the next drink. So without further ado, drink number 2, the Old Fashioned. This cocktail is about as basic as it gets. It literally has one example of every single ingredient that you need for a cocktail to be a cocktail, which is a spirit, a bitter, a sweet, and water from dilution. I've got a ton of fancy ways to approach this drink, but this is how I make my simple version at home. So, to make the Old Fashioned, start with a mixing glass, add 2 ounces of rye whiskey, 1/4 ounce of Demerara syrup, 4 dashes of Angostura bitters, drop in 1 orange peel, add ice and stir. Then in a lowball glass, strain off the cocktail over 1 large cube. Express some orange oil over the drink and garnish. And that is my Old Fashioned. Oh yeah. See, I really like the spicy notes of the rye, and it's just sweet enough that it's not hot and you get all that flavor that melts together. This is about as simple as it gets. I really don't think you need much more in a cocktail than this. Now on to drink number 3, the Sazerac. Now this cocktail has a mysterious history and is sometimes the centerpiece for arguments between cocktail aficionados on how it came to be or how to properly make it. I'm not going to get into any of that today. I will save that for another episode, and instead I'm going to show you how I make a Sazerac for others and for myself. So let's go ahead and build a Sazerac. In a mixing glass, add 2 ounces of rye, add 1/4 ounce of simple syrup, 4 dashes of Peychaud's bitters, and give that a nice stir until chilled and nicely diluted. Wash or spritz the chilled cocktail glass with some absinthe. Strain off the ice into the delicious licoricey vessel. I like to garnish this with a little lemon peel spiral. And there you have it, a Sazerac. Yeah, that is one of my absolute favorites. First you get that rye, that kind of, I like it's like a spicy rye flavor. And then it's just an interplay with that little bit of lemon zest and that absinthe wash with the Peychaud bitters. It's just layers of flavor. I feel like I could just stop right now and drink this drink and call it a day, but unfortunately I've got one more drink to do. So without further ado, let's do drink number 4, the Vieux Carre. We're kind of blurring the lines on this one regarding what is and what isn't a whiskey cocktail because of the addition of cognac or brandy to this drink. But I'm going to go ahead and make the call. I'm going to pull some rank, and I'm going to say that it is a whiskey drink. And that's because this is one of my favorite go-tos when somebody asks for a cocktail that's whiskey-based. And it's also the drink that I order if I'm going out and I'm looking for a whiskey drink. So without further ado, let's go ahead and make the Vieux Carre. Begin with 3/4 of an ounce of rye whiskey. Then add 3/4 of an ounce of cognac or brandy, 3/4 of an ounce of sweet vermouth, 1/4 ounce of Benedictine, 2 dashes of Angostura, 2 dashes of Peychaud's bitters. Add your ice and stir the cocktail to chill and dilute. Then strain the drink over fresh ice into a vessel of your choice. I'm using a lowball glass. Garnish with a cherry and an orange peel. And that is a Vieux Carre. Out of all the drinks today, this is probably the most complex in flavor. I think maybe that's why I like it so much, because it's not just so straightforward. You kind of get layers and layers. And the Benedictine, I don't know, it tastes like medicine. Not the Benedictine, but the whole cocktail. It's like medicine for your soul. And those are my 4 top whiskey cocktails that I make for myself, for people at the bar. Oh wait, one more thing before we go. Let's do a taste test. Let's try these drinks out on Erin. She's not a whiskey drinker, and let's find out what she thinks of these. Erin, now you're not a whiskey drinker.
Nope.
Well, that's good, because I've got 4 whiskey cocktails for you right here. So let's go ahead and start with the first one. This is the Manhattan.
All right.
Go ahead and take a sip. A big sip is okay.
Good.
That's it?
Yeah, it's good. Spicy. I like
That's
it.
the biggest sip you want? Spicy. It's got a spiciness to it. Okay, spicy. How about the old fashioned?
All right. That one was more mild tasting to me.
Okay.
That's the only way I can think to describe it.
So this is the Sazerac. Try the Sazerac.
That's pretty. I like the color.
I want to add more absinthe to that, to be honest.
That's not what I expected it to taste like.
Really?
I thought maybe it'd be a little stronger with the licorice, but it wasn't. So
Just get a
it was
little
good.
bit in your nose.
You almost smell it more than you taste it. So it was good.
Okay,
I like it.
perfect. And this is the Vieux Carre.
All right.
A little watered down now. A lot watered down now.
Okay. I think that's my favorite right there.
Really? The Vieux Carre?
1, 2,
1, 2,
3, 4.
Okay. So Vieux Carre, then Sazerac,
Yep.
then Old Fashioned, then Manhattan.
Yep.
Okay. My order is exactly the same. It is. It's Vieux Carre, Sazerac,
Nice.
Old Fashioned.
Yeah. I think I like
And
the Vieux
Manhattan.
Carre the most. I think that's my favorite out of all of them.
Yeah.
Cool.
Great. Cool.
Good drinks.
Excellent. So how do I finish this video? Well, there you have it. That is the end of my first video. It's probably going to suck. I'm probably going to look back at this and think, what the hell was I doing? But I needed to start somewhere. So thanks for joining, and I hope you enjoy your drinks at home. Did I end that right?
Yeah, I think so. Yep.
Did I end that right?
You gotta end it somehow.
I know, right? Okay.